Y'all know what I'm happy to see. I ain't got my little mic on right now. You know what I'm real happy, what I've been seeing. What I've been seeing, and I've been seeing it a lot in Maplewood. Like I remember I told y'all it was the black family and the brother was, you know, he kind of, you know, needed a little help, but I gave him $60. By himself, I wouldn't have did it, but you know, I seen him. You know, like I said, I don't know the whole story, but I can see what they do. A lot of times, what they'll do is if there's a homeless family and they ain't got it, they'll separate the family. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you fresh off the boat, they have no issue with you being fresh off the boat. I know that's changing now, but yeah, if you fresh off the boat, they ain't got nothing for you. But if you a black American freedman, yeah, they basically, yeah, they'll separate your family quick. Hey, you know, you can't go into this shelter, whatever the case may be. But what I'm happy about, me just going out and about, and I know that there's been some stats that have where they talked about black marriages have been rising in Minnesota. But I'm happy about, I've been seeing a lot of black couples. Maybe because I go out at different times or whatever, but I'm happy to see that, man. Even I just seen a sister today, man, had some little beautiful black kids out there. She was shopping. You know, she was by herself, you know, and she has a right to do that. Now, I don't know if she was married or not, you know, but I seen them beautiful little black kids, and the kid, he might have been only 2 years old or whatnot, and he was just yelling and happy and everything, and I like seeing that, man. I really do. I like seeing that, you know. And so I told her, I said, yeah, these kids grow fast, man. She's like, yeah, they do. He just kept it pushing, you know what I'm saying? Kept it pushing. But the thing is, man, is yeah, I've been seeing that a lot. In St. Paul, I've been seeing a lot of, I've been seeing a lot of in Ramsey County in general, you know, because that's where I be a lot. I've been seeing a lot of brothers walking around with their kids, on the bus with their kids when I take the bus, or you know, sometimes I'll take the later bus or whatever like that. That's one good thing about me being on public transportation, is you really get to see what the real world is. When you're driving and you're working in the suburbs, or if you're just driving, you just go to the gas station. If you're not working in a position where you're just seeing people at the gas stations or wherever they may be at, you're not gonna come across what I call the social dynamic. You dig what I'm saying? And because, like, if you live in a St. Paul suburb that's close to the east side, the closest one is Maplewood, and then next you got St. Paul. Oakdale ain't really. Oakdale's, it's close to the east side. It's close. It is close, but it's not. I think Maplewood touches the east side of St. Paul a lot more. Maplewood doesn't touch, it don't really touch much of, as I call, the regular St. Paul. It's regular St. Paul. It might, some of it might kind of touch a little bit on the near north, but those dividing lines is more so, I guess when you're talking about like Frogtown and all that, yeah, Maplewood really don't touch that. Maplewood is going, you know, alongside 36, you know, all the way up White Bear, or Larpenteur, should I say, and then it's gonna stop. If you keep moving east, you're gonna be in Oakdale. But Maplewood rides on the fence of the east side by way of Larpenteur and stuff, right? You know, Because as I showed y'all in that video before. But what I've been seeing, you know, and you know, even if they don't have a guy or whatever, when I see a sister and she got her kids, you know what I'm saying? I know, yeah, the agenda ain't got us, man. You know, you still have black folks out here, and that's good. Seeing black children surviving, and not up there doing the Margaret Sanger ordeal. You know what I'm saying? I like seeing that. I think that's a good thing. You know what I mean? So, you know, I just wanted to say that when I kind of be out and about and stuff like that. I've seen a brother with his family. I was just shopping and stuff like that. So, you know, that's what I want to tell y'all, what they're telling you on the news. The CDC's already confirmed. They've already eradicated that black father not in the home bullshit. They've already confirmed that. They've already said, this is CDC. This is the same place that folks, you know what I'm saying? Like, they would know. You cannot have a system like this if you don't have an idea of what the numbers really are. So they reported that. So when you kind of get out and about from now Minneapolis, I'm could be likely even more, because there's more black folks in Minneapolis than in St. Paul and Ramsey County. But it's a lot of black people in Ramsey County. Don't get it twisted. But I'm seeing couples with their kids. Whether or not they jump the broom or not, it's still a black family. You got to think, there was times where black folks, they weren't so concerned about the paperwork. They had like spiritual weddings, or they had, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. All right, y'all.